Good afternoon. I wanted to have a post on the economy, particularly China's falling yields and the strength of dollar. But the pitch of SSD is disturbing me mentally. She's trying to be the beach of India. She's trying to be the beach of the world. She's supplying. She is into sex trafficking and trafficking of minor kids, minor girls. She is aspiring to be the beach of India, beach of world, and very few can stop her other than me because I know her talent, her capabilities as the beach of Kolkata, as the beach of India, as the beach of world. And she wants to eliminate me now. So I was getting disturbed because of that. I'm trying to get out of the trap that she laid by thrusting herself on me physically, by emotionally blackmailing me. Now, this one will be on, let's come to the topic without distraction or deviation. These Chinese 10-year yields and Chinese 30-year yields both are now below 2%, if I am not mistaken. And the US dollar index is also close to what number I saw today morning? 114 or 109, whatever. US dollar index is rising. Chinese yields are falling, and market is hugely speculating. Now, one part which I am not in jail with the market speculation that reading that Chinese yields are falling means Chinese economy is in a bad shape. I think the market would love to hear that US yields are falling. Inflation of China is much less than that of US. Jobs number, any types of technology indicators or economic indicators, China is doing good. And what people don't understand is that China has the ability to go for stimulation of the economy. China has not done much, whereas the US, Europe, others have spent trillions of dollars since the pandemic on stimulating their economy. China has not done that, so people forget that. People forget, the context, in which context you place the information. So to me, the falling yields of China is not a big question mark on Chinese economy falling apart. Yes, there is a problem in Chinese real estate sector, but they can address that. They have ample headroom for that to address it. So I am of the opinion that the world is making a what you call much ado about nothing on this Chinese yield curve falling below 2%, whereas US is more than 4%. But look at the inflation also. Chinese economy is less than half of that of US. So when inflation is down, there is nothing wrong if the central bank, People's Bank of China, cut interest rates or go for some stimulation of the economy. So that's my reading of the situation. I need to explore a little more. I have not seen much fall like Chinese yuan to Chinese currency to dollar is still around 7.3, and hovering around that. Same as 1 year later, little fall in last 3 months from 7.17 to 7.3. But look at India, look at Australian dollar, look at euro, many other currencies. So I am not much worried about Chinese yield falling. And one more point which I need to state here is that uh, look at the overvaluation of the US market. So, the overvaluation of the US market, undervaluation of Chinese market, undervaluation of Chinese yuan, lower inflation in China, falling yield of China, all these missing dots, how do you connect? The point is that China and President Jinping has talked about it. He wants to focus on job creation and economy in his New Year's message. So China has the room. China can go with trillions of dollars of stimulation package. So I am not much worried, and rather I believe that with such packages, China will do better and better. And there is nothing much to, though there is this point that Chinese debt to GDP, but that is also much less than US. You leave aside and look at China's savings rate. The point is that China's savings rate, everything you look at it, uh, Chinese debt to GDP is also whatever 65, 67% BCB, US crossing 110%, 15% or more than that, Japan at 250%. So there is the point is that it is like pot calling the kettle black. There are bigger problems in all parts of the developed economies. Look at France. In the France, government spending accounts for more than 60% of the GDP. And that was the figure we got, right? Next to North Korea. Look at Europe in a shambles. So the point is that look at Japan, absolutely in a shambles, and something has to happen. Somebody has just to light a fire. So when the world has many problems in the developed world, be it in the US, be it in Europe, be it in Japan, the three leading flag bearers of the developed world or Western allies, people are questioning again and again about Chinese economy, how vulnerable it is. China is not a problem. I have seen those stories in 2002, 3, 20, last 20 years. I have seen these stories reappearing in media, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal again and again. But they're just stories. They just have to, it is something like every 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you need to run the stories. So I am not much concerned. I am not at all concerned about Chinese economy or China falling apart, the economy slowing down further, because they have the room. They have not utilized the room. They have that, they will have a positive tailwind. They don't have much of the headwind. Yesterday I saw certain posts about some diseases spreading in China. I think those are malarias. It's not happening that way. So I am not worried about China's falling yield. I wanted to just tell you this much now. I'll look into more data and come back. China is doing quite good in technology sector. China is doing good in AI sector. China is doing good in EV sector. China is doing good in battery sector. China is doing good in renewable energy sector. The only sector which is malfunctioning in China a little bit now is the real estate sector, admitted, but it happens. So just give it another 1 year, 2 years time, or even less than that, stability will return in the real estate sector also. So the point I'm trying to say is that the whole of social media space, the economists in social media, they are all talking about falling Chinese yield. I am not worried about it. Rest assured, I will come back with more data and more analysis on that and revert back. Thank you.